Joe Budden addresses Rory for saying someone in his team is having him blackballed.
Me or anybody I know actively going on a blackball Rory mission? No, I don't know. I don't see it. You know, I'll speculate for a minute. Whoever whoever he would be talking to sounds like they would be lower level at the job. This past year for Complex, they done sold, got bought, resold again, gutted the office, work remote. Like they got real going on up there. Even these lists that are coming out, that's coming from a different sector of Complex. I forgot the name of it. So if they're negligent in some type of way, I would give them the benefit of the doubt and say they got a lot going on at the company. Not they're not in a position to try to blackball anybody right now.
That's right. On a recent Joe Budden Twitter TV community space, Joe Budden decided to address the claims that someone in his team is blackballing Rory. If y'all don't remember, Rory went on his podcast and revealed that he believes he is being blackballed by Complex because of their allegiances to Joe Budden.
Why would Complex have a personal issue with you?
Because they have alliances with people that dislike me. And I'm not saying the obvious because we don't censor here. It's not a Joe thing. I think it's a Joe's team thing. I don't think in any world Joe is going to Complex and saying blackball Rory. I'm not saying that. I'm not dumb. But I think the alliance with people on his team have left us off shit, have left me off this year. And y'all call me narcissistic and crazy, but I've spoken to people that work at Complex, and I know it's...
So that
I'm not pulling this out of my ass and doing a conspiracy theory. I have spoken to people at Complex that have told me directly, multiple people at separate times that didn't even know I talked to two different people, gave me the same story of why we were left off that media list.
Now, I want to be clear that Rory did not say that Joe Budden is blackballing him. He said that someone on his team or that Complex might be preemptively, proactively blackballing in order to maintain a better relationship or standing. As to what this means, well, it could mean this could be the reason why Rory's album was not on the top albums list by Complex. It could also be the reason why Rory and Maul were not on the top 25 media personalities list. And I know a lot of people are giving me pushback saying Rory and Maul are irrelevant, they shouldn't be there. But Nadeska was there, and so was Jazzy, the little girl that does interviews. No hate to her, and I know she's a kid. But come on, man, that was kind of weird. On top of that, we also have to look at academics. Is academics the person Rory could be alluding to? I have no clue. I don't have any idea. But I do know that academics and Joe might have close ties to Complex still, and people might be looking out for them when they choose to leave Rory and Maul off the list, as Rory and academics have an interesting history, one where there is no love lost between the two parties. Overall, I think this is really something we should look at, as I'm starting to feel like maybe Rory thinks that this instance isn't the only time Rory and Maul might be getting blackballed. Like, are there other instances where they don't get highlighted, or other instances where people don't allow them on their show, or maybe certain guests don't stop by the Rory and Maul show? I don't know. Joe Budden is a powerful figure in media, so maybe people are proactively choosing not to rock with Rory and Maul just so they stay on Joe Budden's good side. He has the bigger platform, he has a larger reach, and he probably has more connections. As to where this goes moving forward, I think Joe Budden's comments are pretty telling, as he unequivocally denies that he is not blackballing Rory or that anyone in his camp is blackballing Rory. And it just seems like the tension between Rory and Joe escalated a bit this week, but we will see how this plays out. Rory and Maul are no longer on a deal with Sirius, and there's more stuff for them to do independently, and I wonder how they'll go about moving. Are they going to be a little bit more controversial? Are they going to be a little bit more of the boundary pushers that Joe is, engineering arguments, interviewing controversial people? Like, I think a perfect example of Rory and Maul avoiding tension was when they refused to interview Joel Ortiz and Crooked I. I mean, at the time, that would have been a big view get for them, and it would have shed some light on the Slaughterhouse drama, but it seemed like Rory did not want to do it because he felt that the optics would be bad. Essentially, the people that fell out with Joe Budden interviewing each other. But let me know what you think in the comments. Did Rory make a mistake by insinuating that Joe Budden's team might be the reason he's not on any of the list? Or is Rory right? Maybe these big companies are making decisions to blackball him as a result of the tension he has with Joe Budden. Another thing I wanted to touch on was the punch. On a recent episode of the Rory and Mal podcast, it was revealed that Eden punched Julian, and I was a bit shocked. I was like, whoa, this is crazy. This is really wild. It was used for content, and to be honest, I mean, Julian is kind of a smug dude. You know, sometimes he invites a certain weird energy with the comments he makes. I know when I've interacted with him on online platforms, he hasn't exactly been the nicest. And he has said things that kind of made me think, like, what is this dude up to? There was a situation with the Discord where he got angry, got all Hawk mad. And then on the Patreon Live, he said he wanted to give me 20 minutes of hits. Well, buddy, it looks like Eden gave you a couple minutes of hits himself. And you should not be inviting that energy. But I just want to know what y'all think about that altercation. Because I'm thinking of making a video about it. And there's a lot of theories as to why Eden may have punched Julian. And they're all pretty crazy. But one of these theories is right. I mean, Eden punched Julian for a reason. There is a reason Eden punched him. And we got to get to the bottom of this. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know why you think Eden punched Julian, and we can explore that in a video that I'm going to be dropping soon. And I see a couple guys taking shots at me. Some of the guys you probably watch, and you know, I'm telling you, I'm getting my ammo ready. A lot of people think they're holier than thou. I'm sorry, buddy, you make the same type of content. I'm sorry. Just letting you know, you was recording Clubhouses yourself. Let's keep it real, buddy. Let's keep it real. Just letting you know, man, you know I'm a funny, witty dude. I'm with it. But I wanted to end this video by saying follow me on Twitter to Stop TV. I'm going to be doing a Twitter space a little bit later in the day before Christmas. And getting to it, we are almost at 2,000 followers. So that's pretty cool, man. It's cool to be able to go on other platforms and make an impact. I'm not just on YouTube. I have a Reddit sub with almost 10,000 subscribers. I have a Twitter account with almost 2,000 followers, and videos on there are getting millions of views that I'm making. So I'm very proud of that. It's all because of the people that support this channel. I think that that's awesome. So lock in with me there, because I think great things are coming on other platforms and also on YouTube. There's a lot of stuff going on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe. Once again, follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV, and Instagram, The Stop TV. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.
The Stop? You don't know about The Stop?
Who's The Stop?
Danny from The Stop. There's this dude, Danny, who, like, they're super aware of him. Like, Joe Budden has, like, talked shit about him and stuff because he has, like, an outsized influence on their whole thing.